I don't listen. If they just make like the story progress at a good rate, dialogue that's concise and makes sense and still pertains some like character to it, I think this would be worth $50. Okay? Because the main problem I have with the game right now isn't even the gameplay. I don't even mind the gameplay. It's fine. Okay, it's not good, but it's not terrible. Like, it's a fucking shooting game. But the dialogue is so long. Why is it? The funny thing is that the mobile game's dialogue is like 2 seconds. It's like 4 sentences. After every story mission. So why does this have so much dialogue? It just doesn't make any sense. If they want to be true to the mobile game, which I can see they are trying to do, right? What they're trying to do with the mobile game, because like the mobile game is also the same thing, but you don't actually really control the character, you kind of move them around, but it automatically shoots for you. So the gameplay, they got it kind of down. You do move around and you shoot, right? And then all that stuff, and you see shit and you shoot, use your abilities. Oh, that's chill. It's fine. It could be better, but it's not terrible. But the dialogue, you get to see you get around, go. Yeah, I mean, you don't hear that too often in the mobile game. I guess I understand. But like, listen, like, as a fan of the mobile game, a little bit disappointed. Cause they don't capture the main appeal of the mobile game. The main appeal of the mobile game is you grind, and then you get cool stuff, you get a lot of ships, you get cool fucking items, you customize your fucking house, all that shit, right? And so far from what I've seen of this game, it's just talking. It's like a visual novel that's separated by like a 1-minute shooting gallery. Okay, it's like the opposite of a Call of Duty game. Okay, where a Call of Duty game is a shooting game separated by like around 2 minutes of cutscenes. This is like the opposite of that. I don't know how I want to feel about that. Listen, I like visual novels, okay? I think they're fun and they're cool. But at least those things have good writing. I can't say this has the best writing like, in the game. In gaming history. Like, the writing is very average. Because there's a lot of unnecessary dialogue in this game. A lot of unnecessary dialogue. Some stuff you don't really need to say. But, you know. Oh yeah, by the way, you see how I beat that level in like 2 seconds? I'm playing on hard, just so you know. I'm playing on hard. A week already fucking passed? What the fuck? Yeah, it definitely feels like a week passed. The game's not wrong. Jesus Christ, there's so much dialogue. It actually maybe a week did pass. Dude, I wouldn't even stream this if I knew the game was super dialogue intensive. If the game was just incredibly dialogue intensive, I probably wouldn't even stream it. Because, like, listen, even though I'm going to be streaming Persona 5, March 31st, even though I'm going to be streaming that, if I get, like, a visual novel or some shit, I'm probably not going to stream it. That's boring. Like, you want to watch me click A? No. But I will be streaming Persona 5 though, because I think that game is worth it.
それが何か規模が大きかろうと所詮は演習なのに売り込むやつもセルマ殿この演習には何かしら重大な開催理由があるようなのです
Believe it or not, I'm not actually not the number one. I think the number one guy has like 2,000 viewers. And I don't know, maybe he's like some famous like Azur Lane streamer and he's just playing this like spin-off game. Maybe that's why, but no. Here's the thing though, like, listen, if it's like Warriors game, what I'm expecting it to get. If they have the same Warriors format, I'm expecting it to get the battles to be a little longer. I'm expecting the dialogue to be briefer, because RPGs do that too. The more like when you first start an RPG, it's so slow at the beginning. Like you do jack shit in RPGs at the beginning. Like Persona 5 beginning is terrible. Okay, it's like 4 hours long of you doing nothing but reading. I think around that, but it's not. It's hideous. Like the Persona 5 starting fucking cutscene and shit. It's terrible. But after like the first 4 hours of Persona 5, there's so much gameplay after that. It becomes just a fun game. So like, I'm hoping this game would be like that, because this is stretching it. This is a lot of dialogue that I'm reading. Okay, so I fucking hope this is. I'm hoping this gets better. Cause so far it's like a super subpar game. It's like a really mediocre game right now in my head. I have a little gauge in my brain that I measure like how good a game is on first impression. And so far this game is like mediocre. It's like a 5 out of 10 right now. Okay? I hope this gets better. If it doesn't get better, it's gonna stay a 5 forever. So that's the first thing I thought of Persona 5 too. When I first played Persona 5, I thought it was the most boring shit I've ever played in my life. Because it was so, the beginning was so long, you don't do anything in the beginning, you just walk around school and fucking... But the thing is that Persona 5, that's when they have the build up for the major dungeons. The build up is during the beginning of the 4 hours, and the 4 hours subsequently after you beat the dungeon. The first 4 hours, he's a big guy. Usually it shows him doing some shitty stuff to students, and then do you know a motive? You have a motive on what you're expecting of the first dungeon, right? You know exactly what you're against, you know exactly who your teammates are, and you know exactly what to do, and then they teach you how to play the normal game through the first dungeon. That's how RPGs should go, well, turn-based. This game though, like, so far, the build-up is super weak. Like, if you couldn't tell, the music is still super cheery and stuff. They're still acting like nothing ever happened, so it makes the beginning feel unnecessary. Because if you need to have a tone for a video game, and the game's tone, I can't even pinpoint what the real conflict even is. They found a cube and now they're on a joint operation, and I'm still not into that. I don't even know what the threat is of this game, which is kind of stupid. But yeah, is my mic too loud? Because it's peaking. But that's what I think. So yeah. Anyway, back to reading.